Hello, we're here today to interview Suhaiba Ahmed.
Hey.
Hi, and she is the owner of a company called Nile Bridal and Alterations. She is a seamstress. She also has an engineering degree.
Yep.
Proud of it too, and so is her husband. He pops buttons when he talks about that. And she and her husband and two small boys at the time came from the Sudan to live in Canada.
That was 2000.
But
July 2000.
July
It's
2000.
been 20 years.
Wow, the time has gone so quickly.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. And what made you decide to move from the Sudan and to Canada?
The short story of that, we were a refugee. We went to Egypt from Sudan, 1999.
Right.
And the government of Canada sponsored us.
They sponsored you?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
We're glad we came here.
Oh.
Best place to live in.
I'm glad for you to say that. I love living here too.
Yes.
You know, and it's
especially Winnipeg.
Yes, yeah, opportunities.
Yeah,
opportunities.
We came 2000. We stayed in Vancouver, BC, 1 year, and we decided to move to Manitoba, Winnipeg.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
I would never have met you otherwise. And what made you decide to become a seamstress, to open the business?
I started sewing since I was like 7, 8 years old. Always being my passion, my hobby, and
a lot of very young Sudanese girls learned to sew, didn't they? It was sort of part of the culture.
No.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're pretty unique.
We are a poor country.
I found this on the web.
Oops.
We had a slight interruption, but we're fine.
Okay, sorry about that.
Not a problem.
I don't know why the Google. Anyways, interrupt that. Sorry. So we are like a poor country. Mostly they do the one that they don't go to schools. They do like go with animals and
Yes.
so sewing is not like common thing people do over there. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wow.
And my mom used to have a sewing machine, and I just loved it, and I started, and I never stopped. So I never thought it's gonna be something to live in it, but I went to school. I went to university back home, Sudan, and as I told you, 2000 I moved here. I went back to university, got my degree recognized. And while doing the engineering thing, I worked with a couple bridal shops here in Winnipeg.
And you got to like it.
Chantal,
Yes.
7th Avenue. And when I decided to have this full time, that was 2007. I get the business name registered and stuff, and I started. And then 2011, I had the first storefront at Portage Avenue, and we just keep growing. We love it, and our clients like it, what we do, and yeah.
Well, and your husband and boys back you too.
Yes.
That is so special.
He started to
They're
work
so-
with me full time. I would say 2014.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, great guys you got there, really.
Yeah, he supported me when we just started. Was not that good, and he was working like almost two jobs.
Wow.
So just to get the business
Yeah.
growing and growing.
Well, dedicated. Very,
Yes.
very dedicated. What is your specialty, and why do you think it became your specialty?
My specialty is custom made. That was how I started, and until now I love it. But because it's I can't say expensive, but the ready one is cheaper.
Yes.
So we just shift to do alteration instead.
Yes. yes.
Yeah.
And you'll have the occasional person, I'm sure, when
Yes, we do.
when they know that you
Yes.
do specialty, they'll pay for it.
Yes.
I know,
some of them,
I know I
yes.
would,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah, some people, yeah, they
Yes,
do.
at least they know there's a source.
And they give a credit to custom made because it's a lot of work and by
Oh,
hand
yes.
and yes.
Yes. No, there are people out there that will pay for that. They definitely will. It's a
Yes.
real niche you have here,
Yeah.
let me tell you. So you do have an engineering degree. You got
Yes, I
it
do.
recognized here in Canada.
Yes.
That took, what, a couple of years?
Yes.
I think that's kind of crazy, but oh well.
Wasn't easy, yes.
No, I'm sure. So what made you decide to leave the engineering field and just go full-time in your sewing?
Going back to university and get my degree recognized wasn't easy, but I did it. But the environment of the job was not easy, so I decided to do sewing and alteration and bridal.
Well, and you're good at it.
Yes.
There's a demand.
Yes, and I love it.
Yes, well, hey, your face says it all, let me tell you.
Something make me happy and get paid for it. Why not?
That's right. And here's a question I want to ask you. Do you just make clothes for women and girls?
I used to make suits as well.
Did you? So if a guy came along and wanted a special suit for a special occasion, you'd be right there.
It's hard to answer this question because it's a lot of work.
Yes.
And we are so busy now with alteration and bridal. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I know I do have the skill to do it.
Yeah.
But it's really just we're really busy here. I can't.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. That's a nice problem to have.
Yes.
Oh, entrepreneur of the century we
Yes,
have here.
We are.
Oh,
Because quality of work is the first thing for us. So
Yes.
that's why we are busy and we have some staff now to help
Well,
us.
people, when there's something like clothing or somebody having a house remodeled or whatever, quality, they pay for it.
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
And it's really nice.
I would pay for the quality.
Oh, I would too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean, because it's the finishing touches
It's more.
and you look good.
Very important, yes.
Yes, you look good and people like to look good.
Yeah.
Why not? And then they say, oh, who did this for you? Where
It's
did you
not
get
just
it?
for them, by the way. Even for me, when I see a bride really happy and when the project is finished and just like loved it, it just makes me happy too. So,
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, pride of workmanship.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
So-
glad you came to Winnipeg.
Yeah, I want to see that moment when they are just thrilled and happy about it.
Oh.
So I work hard for this.
That's a big payoff. It's just it's just as important as the money.
Yes, exactly.
In some cases, maybe even
As soon
more.
as we agreed for the prices, then the main thing for me is to make it perfect.
Yes.
Like the details, everything has to be.
Yours is very, very detailed and very beautiful. So,
Thank you.
well, thanks for taking time, Suhaiba.
You're welcome.
All the best, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.